Firstly, I'm gonna start off by saying Kal Alal Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai Ba'ashem Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all the Akiyam out there pushing this word in truth and sincerity. This is the brother Yakazakala from James, Jamaica, here to do a short sit down and prepare thyself for temptation, because when you come to this truth, that is what is going to happen. You're going to be tempted, you're going to be tried, you're going to go through a lot of things, man, just for the Most High to test and prove that you're one of His faithful elect. And going into it, going to show you some temptations and the trial and the outcome of that trial, if you be for the Most High and if you be not for the Most High. Now, temptation coming in many forms and in various forms, and it might affect certain brothers in one way and other brothers in another way. Like brothers at work, temptations might be in their workplace, like a deceitful promotion, a co-worker that is married or have a boyfriend flirting or trying to give them some, you see me? And other ways might come from a family, might friends telling you to do things that are unlawful, go against the laws of the Most High. You see me? Whole heap of different ways, even family. You see me? So get into it. This is the book of Sirach, chapter 2, verse 1. It says, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." So what you start out with, man? Start out with a statement telling you what you should do if you come to serve the Lord. And what is that? Prepare your soul for temptation, because it is high, man. Be tempted every day, daily. You see me? And temptations not gonna stop. No, temptations might be little, and some brothers, because the Most High no give you more than what you can bear, but on other brothers might be heavy, a heavy burden, man. Continue, says, "Set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in time of trouble." So if you constantly endure in this, man, in this truth, in this ministry, and if you make sure your heart aright, make sure your heart aright with the Most High, firstly, with brothers, and with genuine jake, with people. You see me? As the scripture say, pray for those that hate us, pray for your enemies. And it's not talking about Esau, it's about enemies of your own kind, which is Israelites, chiefly North American Indians, Negroes, Latinos, West Indians, you see me, and Mexicans, you see me. Continue, says, "Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end." So it says, if you cleave unto the Most High and depart not away, and when you cleave unto him is by constantly going over, studying, being immersed in the spirit. You constantly read, constantly watching videos, constantly studying. You abide under his tabernacle, under his shadow, which is the word, the law, statutes, and commandments, and the book overall, including the Apocrypha, the Bible. His book, his teachings, and how you should make yourself a man aright by him. So cleave unto him and depart not away. So turn away from his teachings. You constantly enduring this. You constantly remind yourself, check yourself, and be in his teachings. You see me? That thou mayest be increased at thy last end. So that is the word. That is the reward. If you constantly enduring this, man, if you constantly cleave unto the Most High and be a part of his thing. You see me? But temptations did it. And look, stumbling blocks. No man is perfect. We all fall. It says, the righteous man falls 7 times and get up back. You see me? Temptations did it. Stumbling block is there, man. But what shall we do? We shall brush ourselves off. You see me? Depart from our old ways. Depart from the old man. And just continue to push. Just like if you fall down in a race, you get up and you continue running, man. You don't give up. It says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. And this is a high point I want to get to. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully. So no matter the type of tribulation you're going through, type of distress, if you take that cheerfully, man, because that's the least. That's the least. Look at all what Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus, you see me? Look at all what he went through, and he take that cheerfully. He said, and be patient when you are changed to a low estate. You see me? Because when you get changed to a low estate, the most of you try, man, to see if you're really in this. Most of you test what you're made of. You see me? And get a precept to show why enduring this is okay. Get it. This is Matthew 16, verse 24. It says, Then said Yahushua unto his disciples, If any man will come after me, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. You see me? What I mean take up his cross? Cross just mean burden. Your tribulation, when you take up all of that burden upon yourself and you endure and you follow after the teachings of Yahushua, which is love, which is correctness, which is righteousness. You see me? And that is what you should do when you come to this. Which is what you should Salakia, which is what you should do when you come to this, man. You see me? Salakia, again, you take your burdens and you follow after him. If any man will come after me, and when you come after him, man, you take up this truth, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, and the Most I give unto you, and you're enduring it, you grow it, you're growing it, and you continue to pursue and prolong, man. It says, let him deny himself and take up his cross and follow me. So you deny your own self, man. You put away all that worldly act, all that worldly, you this stain of the world. You see me? And you be like how the Most I want it to be. Going to Matthew 25, it says, For whosoever will save his life shall lose it, and whosoever will lose his life for my sake shall find it. So that is the reward, man. That is the reward. And you see all the scriptures put it. It show you what you need to go through and the reward you're gonna get out of that. Which is a glorious reward, man. You see me? But as we said, burdens come in the form of family. You see me? Your family afflict you. When you come to this truth, them disregard it and throw it to them house, they don't want to deal with you. Friends turn their back to you. You see me? Basically become an outcast. Your woman constantly a ding in ears about what you take up yourself go and do. You see me? The most I we put in our position, we lose all that. You see me? But what the glory behind that, man? He get his wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, which is far beyond anything upon this world right now. Far beyond anything upon this world. Let me say it again. That is real glory. Isn't it? So all them little afflictions we go through, all them little burdens, for just the most I just a test you, you will get a better weight of glory. As it says in the scripture, this is 2 Corinthians 4, verse 17. Can start at verse 16. It says, "For which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, though our flesh perish," certain brothers might have illnesses, you see me? Our flesh weak, we might go off, but we continue to endure, we repent, we're sorry, you see me? And we try our best not go off again, you see me? But though our outward man perish, the inward man is renewed day by day. So the righteous man, the spirit, which is the inward man, the driving factor to make your body move, you see me? That spirit is renewed day by day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding than eternal weight of glory. So this little affliction we are going through, this little burdens, whatever it may be, even though sometimes you might say heavy upon your head, man. For some brothers, it make you feel like them are mad, literally. Make you feel like you don't know what you are gonna do, or the sense of this, or the point in it. As in that to the extent these burdens we get, demons will plague you. Demons will plague you daily. If you plague Jake, how much more you? When them know who you are and them a try to sift you. You see me? Forget you out of this thing. Forget you out of this truth. Forget you out back in the congregation of the dead. You see me? But when you endure all of that, you see, when you endure all of that, you get a far more exceeding an eternal weight of glory. It says eternal weight of glory. Mean in all the end, man, we're going to be joint ears with the Hawashai if we endure, God's willing. We are part of the elect. We're going to be joint ears with Him and endure in His kingdom forever and forever. The next precept, this is John 15 verse 20, says, "Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you." As in, so we are not bigger or better than Yahushai. No, we are not. Just as though they persecuted him, called him a gluttonous wine bibber, as in me, brought him a false prophet, all these false accusations upon him, all the afflictions he got through. Remember, he was tempted of the devil also. Devil carry him upon the high mountain and show him all the things, you see me? And he persevere. You see, so why we? What say we? I will go through, man. We are not greater than him. We are going to go through all of them there as well. We are going to face all of them afflictions there as well. And the times to come, you see me, in the fulfillment of the prophecy, second Esdras, you see me, great insurrection upon them who that fear the Lord. You see me? So in that time, it's going to be a great trial to see if you stand for the Most High and His teachings, if you truly stand and believe in this, or you just there go with the flow. And you don't want to go with the flow, man. Because the flow there go kick you away. Flow there go fling you gone somewhere, man. I say if they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. So we Lord's willing, if we are the elect, if we are for this, we are gonna get persecuted too. If they kept my sayings, they will keep yours also. Isn't it? So if you go around and teach this, they're gonna keep a saying just like how they keep the sayings of the Most High. Isn't it? So we shall continue to endure, endure and endure. And what is this part? For what? We endure this all of this affliction, all of these trials, this test. Because everything is a test, man. Test Most High test you. That's why we are upon this road right now in these vile bodies. To be tested. Isn't it? And this part, it's simple, easy. It is not easy, man. It is precept. Says Luke 13 verse 24 says, strive to enter in at the straight gate, and straight mean a part of difficulty, isn't it? For many, I say unto you, will seek to enter in, and shall not be able. Scripture plain, man. Strive to enter in at that straight gate. Persevere, isn't it? Don't be like I'm a hypocrite, saying here for this and not for it. Scripture says, let every man be persuaded in their own mind, isn't it? So if from you know that you want to be a part of this ministry, what if you come do? Isn't it? Or if you set yourself, it says, my son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. Isn't it? And back in verse 5 it says, for gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And that is the straight gate. It says, strive to enter the straight gate, for many I say unto you will seek to enter in and shall not be able. So this is all a test, man. The Most High try in that fire. As if you see what you're made of, what you stand for. If you really are for him words. And no matter how much persecution and all that, if you are, you shall keep you. Just like going to keep the prophets. But then, he will keep you, man. This is Mark 13 verse 13. It says, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake, but he that shall endure unto the end, the same shall be saved. So if you endure all of them afflictions, all of them trials, then it says you are gonna be saved. And that is what we are working for. That's that salvation, that glorious moment when all of these trials and tribulations up at the end of that race, man. So with that, what this lesson was edifying, I say, Kal Allah Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Stone, and shalom to all Yakim out there pushing this